economic times are tough for a lot of people right now. And even if you're doing okay financially, you're still probably looking for ways to save money. And saving on car insurance is an easy way to get started. You could lower your payment by as much as $10 a month, $20, $30, as much as even $50 a month, adding up to more than $500 a year savings, and doesn't take hardly any time at all to find ways to save. And so I'm going to walk you through some of the best ways to save. And we're going to be looking at the Insurance Information Institute resource here. They have a great team that puts together information for consumers. And so we're going to kind of be using that as an outline and jumping to a couple other things to show you ways to save. So scrolling down this article, you see that the first way to save is to shop around. And I have a great resource to make that easy. Head over to autoinsurance.org. Autoinsurance.org. Type your zip code into this zip code tool, and then the tool will generate quotes from real insurance companies in your area, so you can compare quotes one time without entering your information for several different insurance companies. You just enter it once, and then you receive many different quotes to compare. So this is a great way to shop around and save money. It's a great tool. Then going down, number 2, before you buy a car, compare car insurance costs. If you already have a car and you're not looking to buy a car, you can still compare costs for the car you have. But if you're thinking about buying a car, you might want to compare. If you have a couple cars in mind, you're like, I might want this one, I might want this one. You might want to compare costs for insurance, because that can make the difference in a car fitting in your budget. Let's say you really want this one car, but it's $5,000 over the other car you're considering. So you think you better go with the lower cost car. But if buying that $5,000 more expensive car is going to save you $100 a month in insurance, it might make those two cars really very comparable in price of the actual cost of ownership. So you definitely want to compare prices before you buy a car. Compare insurance quotes before you buy a car. Safe cars tend to cost less to insure. So I'm going to jump over here to the Insurance Institute of Highway Safety, IIHS.org. They list their top safety picks. And top safety picks, I mean, that getting a car that's a top safety pick is going to help you, because it's going to help you avoid accidents. It's going to help you stay safe if you are in an accident. And because of that lower risk for you and your car, insurance companies usually give lower rates to drivers with very safe vehicles. So let's say you're looking for a mid-sized car and you are thinking about a Honda Accord. Maybe you're thinking about another car that's not on this list, maybe something that's safe. Definitely compare that Accord and see if you're going to save because of it having that much safer, it meets higher safety standards than other cars. The vehicles listed here are the best of the best when it comes to safety. And you can see they have all the different types of cars, mid-size luxury, mid-size cars, compact, they have it all. So whatever you're looking for, give this top safety pick list a look and see if maybe those are cars that you should be considering buying, because you might be able to save money. And then once you narrow it down, head over to autoinsurance.org and compare rates to see how it actually works for you. Then number 3, ask for higher deductibles. So what a deductible is your responsibility when you file a claim. So you're going to see deductibles when it comes to full coverage, comprehensive and collision coverage. You're not going to see deductibles for liability coverage. but for first-party coverages, the kind of coverage that covers your own vehicle, there's going to be a deductible. And now this is incredible how much changing your deductible could save you. Going with a $1,000 deductible can save you 40% or more. That's huge. Now, you have to weigh your deductible with what you're able and willing to pay. So if you do not have $1,000 to pay after an accident, you're not going to want to have a deductible at $1,000 because you're going to have to pay that. But having a higher deductible decreases your risk in the eyes of an insurer. For example, if you have a minor damage to your car and it's going to cost $1,200 to repair it, and your deductible is $1,000, you would have to pay that $1,000 and the insurance company would pay you $200 and then raise your rates. So you're probably not going to file a claim. And certainly if your damage is under $1,000, you're definitely not going to file a claim. And so that means the insurance company is going to have to pay your claims. There's a lower chance of them paying a claim on you. So they reward you for the high deductible with lower rates. Then going down, we see reduced coverage on older cars. So at a certain point, it's not worth it to pay for first-party coverage. You're going to have to buy liability insurance. Like, you can't get away without it. You damage another vehicle, you're liable for it. And the best way, and actually the legally required way that people pay for that, is through insurance coverage. But if you want to protect your own assets, your own vehicle from damage, then you need full coverage, comprehensive and collision coverage. But if your vehicle is not worth very much, if your vehicle, let's say it's worth $2,000, you have a $500 deductible. The most the insurance company is going to give you is $1,500. It's $1,500 in claims plus your $500 deductible equals the value of the car. So if you're paying $100 a month for full coverage, you're paying $1,200 a year. And so you can see how after just over a year, you're paying more for coverage than your vehicle is even worth. You'd be better off setting that money aside in a savings account than paying it to insurance. So if you have an older car, it's not worth very much. It's probably not a good idea to continue carrying full coverage. And number 5, buy your home and auto insurance from the same insurer, because that's going to qualify you for a bundling discount. How about list over here of companies that offer bundling discounts, and you'll see that most of the big names do have a bundling is when you put auto and home insurance from the same insurer. So you see State Farm, Geico, Allstate. These are names you know in the car insurance world. They all offer bundling discounts. And then you'll see some other ones that maybe you're not as familiar with, like Safeco, Country Financial, Esurance, MetLife, Ameriprise. And then over here we have Nationwide, USAA. Each of these companies offers a bundling discount. And to see how maybe your rates will be affected by a bundling discount, head over to autoinsurance.org. Enter your zip code and compare rates and see how those discounts make a difference in what you pay each month. Then maintain a good credit record. Now, not every state allows insurers to use your credit record, but most do. And a good credit record makes a big difference in your rate. And there's a lot of controversy. Some people say, why should my credit record affect rates? Insurance providers say, well, we can show you that people that have high credit scores are lower driving risk. And so there's kind of a little bit of a battle. The fact is, if you live where the insurance company can use your credit to base your rate, they're going to do it, and it's going to make a difference. So if you increase your credit score, you could pay much lower rates. And then number 7 here, take advantage of low mileage discounts. Maybe you work at home. Maybe you don't drive very much. Maybe you just run a couple of errands a week. You don't need to be paying the same premium as somebody who drives like an average driver or even a high mileage driver. You could save a lot by opting for a low mileage discounts. And then ask about group insurance rates. Some employers offer discounts through your plan with them, or some group memberships can help you get lower premiums, discounts. So find out if maybe something you're already involved in makes you eligible for lower rates. It would be a shame to miss out on something like that. And then finally, number 9, seek out other discounts. Some of these discounts we have talked about, but we're going to talk about a little bit more, all of them. There's anti-theft discounts, the bundling, auto and home with the same company. We talked about that. There's good student discounts. You'll see that here at the bottom. And that's for people that maintain a B average or higher, or in high school or college students, both. And so that's the age group that pays the highest rate. So you really want to look for every way you can see them. So take advantage of that if you can. No accidents, no moving violations in 3 years. That makes you a good driver. Good drivers pay the best rates. So drive safely for your own safety, but also to help you save money. And then in the middle here, you see some of the ones that we talked about as ways to save. So to find out how you can save, how much you can save, head over to autoinsurance.org, enter your zip code into the quote comparison tool, and get on your way to saving. Free up a little bit of room in your budget for other things you need to pay for, and maybe even a little bit of fun.